All right, so KidPersist, everybody, for our second special weekend session, and it's Sunday, July 12th already. So we're gonna bow in like usual: Chinese, Filipino, Thai, Indonesian, French and Dog Brothers, Japanese, and we'll do our light warm up with big arm circles to the front. This way we're not working cold. Change directions. Palms out, medium-sized circles to the front. Change directions. Palms down, small circles. Change directions. All right, alternating hugs. Take all the tension out of our shoulders. All right, very good. Let's take our left hand, put it on top of our right. Palm up, stretched out. Good. Take your right hand, put it on top of the left. Palm up, stretched out. Good. Then just shake all that tension out of your hands, out of your wrists. All right, let's warm up our necks and our heads. So we're going to look left and look right. Good. We're going to look up and look down. Good. And then we're going to alternate trying to touch our temples to our shoulders. Good. We're going to take our right hand, put it on our chin, push our head back. Good. Both hands on the back of your head, elbows in. Pull your chin to your chest. Good. Take your right hand, pull your head to the right. Left hand is going to pull to the left. Good. Feet together, hands on your knees, knee rotations one direction. Go the other way. Very good. Feet about shoulder width apart, hip rotations one direction. Go the other way. All right, time. Really good. So we're going to go to the center and just do a set of 10 feet about shoulder width apart, rooting to the ground. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Okay, open your fingers. Go to your left. 1, open, center, 2, open, right, 3, open, center, 4, open, left, 5, open, center, 6, open, right, 7, open, center, 8, open, left, 9, open, center, 10. Very nice. All right, let's go left foot in the air, and we're just going to do a set of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Switch feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very nice. All right. Let's, for the sake of consistency, let's play our game. So round 1, ready, and block, duck, duck, jump, block, 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 duck, duck, jump, block, duck, and jump. Nice. All right. Round 2, so a little verbal fakery as per usual here. Here we go. And duck, and duck, and duck, and block, and block, and block, and duck, block, jump, jump, jump. Nice. All right. So round 3, we'll just go a teeny little bit faster. And duck, 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 jump, 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 block, 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 jump, and block. Good. Okay, time. Let's briefly, I know you know it, but again, it's curriculum and it's good for you, and why not? And it's a good warm-up. So Thai Boxing Association or World Thai Boxing Association focus mitt round. Left lead. Okay. Jab. Jab. Cross. Cross. 4 count. Jab, cross, slap, cross. Nice. Bob and weave. Slap, cross. Bob and weave. Cross, slap, cross. Nice. Low ride. Right uppercut. Slap and cross. Nice. Low ride on the other side. Left uppercut and cross. Good. Jab. Cross. Jab. Cross. And 4 count. And time. Good. Very nice. Good. I need 30 seconds for something, so I'll be right back. I just have to do something going on in my household. Right back. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Okay, thank you for that. Everything's good. I just need to take care of that. All right. So what I'd like to look at is I want to start with staff. This is a blue belt requirement. If you don't, you know, I mean, this is a little big. Whatever you have, even if it's your stick. Oh, great. Okay. So there's two versions of this. And the first one is exactly the hold that you're already using. So the portion sticking out above at the top of your grip, that's the one. That side that you're looking at, that's going to be, we're going to do a scream of one, but we call it a scream of one one-sided. You're only hitting with that business end of the stick, right? So go slowly. I certainly am, because it's, again, I'm in my living room and it's not, you know, really adequate. And like your cat's running around, you know, if your cat comes up behind you, you don't want to whack the cat with the staff. So go super slow. There's no, I'm going to be going slowly because I don't want to hit anything, because it's not an adequately big enough training environment, right? So angle one, good. Angle two, nice. 3, good. 4, good. 5, nice. 6, you got it. Bring it to the other side. There we go. And I just hit my first thing. 7, okay. 8, yep. 9, 10, got it. 11, and 12. That's it. So with this, and that, you did it properly. You know, you still want to end, you're basically right side dominant, even though it's two-handed. So you want to end on your left shoulder. And that's great. And so, you know, we have a number of different things going on here. Number one, I'm trying to kind of show how much you can do with one concept, right? So it's not a different numbering system. It's not a new numbering system. It's a numbering system that, you know, you learn a scream of one in the very first level. And I'm trying to show practitioners here. That's to me, one of the really neat things about Filipino martial arts, how the different weapons configurations inform one another. So you learn that initially, you know, single stick, single hand. You've been doing that for a while now with me. And you have the same thing conceptually, but you're applying it here, right? So let's try that one more time. You did great. Maybe I'll go a little slower and try not to hit my bookcase again. Like I said, this is a little tight for staff, but it is what it is, okay? So angle one, nice. 2, good. 3, good. 4, 5, nice. 6, let that come to the other side of your body. 7. And let's just pause here real quickly, since this is a simple angle. It's okay to take time for the transitions. If you feel like 6 to 7, you know, it's sort of a big, we were here, and then you have to kind of walk it, boom, to the other side of your body. That's totally fine. 8, 9, good. 10, yep. 11, remember that's temple, and this is straight up center line, and you end perfect. Yep. That's the one on your left shoulder. Good, 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 good. So that's one-sided. And again, this, I'm going to jump around a little bit because you're doing so well, like I said today. So this is blue belt. This is in Inosanto La Costa, and it's labeled the subsection staff. And then you have, this is when we say one-sided, This is the business end. We're doing all our striking with that. That's it. So that looks really sharp. Okay. The other one that's at this level is two-sided. You got it. So now we're going to go double palm down, and the rules, you know, rules with the word rules with air quotes around it. The rules are kind of stuff that I invented for the sake of this requirement. And they're still good rules and good requirements, but the end sticking out of the right, below the right, your right hand, that's going to be for the odd angles. That's the one. The other end, the one sticking out the left, below the left hand grip, is going to be for the even angles. And that we're going to maintain throughout the entire 12 angles, right? So we start with this right side, right? So let's you and I do together. 1. Got it. 2, 3, 4. Now you have to switch here. 5. You have to switch here. 6. You have to switch here. 7. I like this transition a lot because you just drop that 8. Yep. 9. 10. Okay. 11. Got it. And then this end is technically coming through for 12. And everybody, it always feels like after you finish your 12 that you have that shot, but that's just kind of like a bonus. That's the imaginary 13, right? That's not a requirement. That's kind of a byproduct of doing 12 properly. But usually whenever I teach that to anybody, they always ask me, ooh, is that an additional shot or is that a requirement? No, the only requirements are to do the 12 angles following the rules of which side you're supposed to use. And then on the end there, you get that little additional feeling of like a bonus shot, okay? Now, Brendan, the important thing to remember in a real fight, I mean, and again, martial art should never make you more paranoid about the state of the world, okay? There's already enough things going on in the world. Like, martial art should be a calming activity that may, if anything, makes you more grounded and makes you relax. And when things happen in the world, like, that's your place of solace as far as martial arts. So the reason I'm saying that, the odds of you having to fight off a group of people with like a broom or a mop or something like that are very slim. But obviously, Filipino martial arts, you know, this is a great example. If somebody was like, well, when am I ever going to be walking down the street carrying a staff? Well, you're probably not going to be. But again, heaven forbid you had especially like multiple players trying to really harm you. If like say a metal mop was the only thing available to you, you know, most people they think of the movies and they're like, well, I like my double stick, so I'm just gonna crack that over my knee and then I have double. No, it's like, no, you can't guarantee that. That's what the Filipino martial arts are supposed to give you, is the ability to pick up any object and have like a sort of, you know, standardized system of movement to be able to fight with it, okay? So, again, the odds of you having to use this material are very slim, but I mean, that's the whole point of all martial arts, right? Is that we don't want to use it. So what my point though, in reality, there's nothing like if you scored 5, there's nothing that says you couldn't, you know, immediately, like I'm making it like do an angle 1 with this side, like kind of raking down, you know what I'm saying? In a real martial arts situation. This is just a drill. And like I said, it's a way that I kind of systemized another way of really easily taking something that you already know very well and applying it in a different context. So, you know, if you ever feel like You know, 5, 6, and 7 are good examples. 5, 6, you know, and then 7. In a real fight, could I just hit all of those with one side? Well, of course you could. This is just a drill, yeah, and designed to kind of get some coordination out of you and some movement and make you really comfortable with this kind of weapon. So let's review it one more time. Ready? Angle 1. Nice. Angle 2. Good. Angle 3. Angle 4. Angle 5. Good. Angle 6. Angle 7. Angle 8. Angle 9. Angle 10. Angle 11. Bring it down. Angle 12. Very nice. Good. Really good. Okay. We can, I think, let me confirm. I don't know. Oh, you know what? Oh, great. Again, we're jumping around a little bit. I don't want you to get bored. I also want to give you a preview of where you're headed later in the curriculum. Okay, so our 8 count, it's going to be the same grip that we were using for one-sided. Okay, and here for we're going to do the 8 count and we're going to do the 12 count. And these are all from Inosanto La Costa. Here's really the way that I want you to think about it. You have 2 elevations and 2 sides, right? You can hit in high from the right and you can hit in high from the left. Got it. You can hit in low from the right and you can hit in low from the left. Okay, now based on that, as I call it, if you just remember to switch sides with every strike, you'll be fine, okay? So the 8 count, high, 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 okay? Low, low, high, low, low, high, low, low, high. That's it. So high, high, low, low, high, low, low, high. And, you know, this is going into my 17th year of being involved with the Inosanto lineage and everything that I teach. I have never, it wouldn't be that hard to do, but I've never been asked to start high on the left-hand side. It's always started high. Yeah, I mean, you're already figuring, yeah, yeah, because you're a smart guy. So that's super easy, right? Because the system is super easy. But as simple as that is, I've never been asked to do that. So if you want to play with that, I think that's great. But I mean, learning it the way that we're doing it, high, high, low, low, high, low, low, high. The nice part about that is you're developing that coordination going from side to side anyways. So that's really the only thing. If I started high on the left, I'm really developing the same skill set, just albeit with doing a slightly, you know, doing the same pattern on the other side. So I don't know that anything is lost only doing it starting high on the right, which is the way that I've, like I said, I've never been asked to do it any other way. Okay, so that's the 8 count. And however you learn best, and again, well, I mean, we're looking purple belt, so you're on track. You're going to get your orange belt pretty soon here. Green, blue, purple. So I mean, we're looking 3 belts away. So, you know, I don't know if it's worth right now the investment in memorizing, but it depends on you. If you just have an amazing memory and you're like, oh, I already got it, great. If you're the kind of person that likes to write things down, some people do, some people don't, that's great, but whatever's going to work best for you. Okay, so the 12 count. So listen first, high, 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 low, 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 high, low, high, high, low, high. Okay, so 3 highs, high, 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 3 lows, low, 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 one side of the hourglass, high, low, high, high, low, high. And then the other side of the hourglass, high, low, high, low, high. That's it. And I'm speaking very much in generalities. I've studied a lot of different Filipino martial arts systems. For the most part, it's relaxed in the sense of like, do you have control over your weapon? Do you feel like you're generating power? Are you expressing the concept behind the technique? If all of those things are true, then it's good. That's the thinking of like most of the Filipino martial arts systems that I've encountered. And again, I've trained a lot of different ones. Now, every now and then, there will be that like outlier system where they want everything like microscopic details down to the, yeah, I mean, it's a different approach, okay? And that's the interesting thing about studying multiple systems. And I say this a lot when I go, well, I'll start by saying this, and this is going to sound egotistical, so I'm going to qualify it so that it's not egotistical. At this point in my martial arts career, like I don't really have to go study with anybody new. I have tons of things in my practice. However, that's what's been modeled for me, especially Guru Inosanto. He never stops. He's like a machine. If he hears some instructor in Southern California is doing something cool, it doesn't matter how old that instructor is, like he'll show up, and he doesn't want to be treated like the legendary, Guru Dan Inosanto. That really embarrasses him. He just wants to take class. I heard the class was interesting. I heard this instructor was good, or the system was interesting. So I try to sort of maintain, not at his level, because he's on a whole other level, but I try to kind of maintain the same curiosity and at least experience systems that I've always been interested in, okay? And, I lovingly, comes out of a nice place, because Guru is one of my favorite people in the world. I very lovingly call it the Inosanto disease. And what I mean by that is when we see something cool in martial arts, we have a really hard time not training it, going all the way through the system, earning a black belt or an instructorship. Like we don't know, that's how we in our lineage really understand a system. And I mean, some people of course would be like, oh, you're a rank chaser, you're trying to add another certificate. It's like, well, I'm not saying it's the right way, but that's what my instructor modeled for us and has been modeling for like 50 years now. So that's kind of what I know. When I go to study a system, this is what I say, and then we'll train a little bit more. I'm not there to do what I do in a different class. I'm there to see what they do. I already know what I do. I don't need to go take a class. I mean, you've been training with me for a while online here. Like with all due respect, like I have my curriculum written, like I'm good as far as like what I'm trying to work on right now. So when I go train with somebody, I want to see what they do. And so sometimes those systems, like I have an instructor here in New York City. He's one of the, again, Filipino martial arts. It's gotta be the way that it's gotta be, or he's not satisfied. And honestly, that's a nice contrast to all those systems where it was like, was it here or is it here? And they would just be like, well, do you feel like you have control of your weapon? Can you hit hard? Then it's good. So, okay, it's different, try to keep an open mind as you move through your martial arts journey. Okay, so one more time for the 12 count, yeah? 3 highs, 1, 2, 3, 3 lows, low, 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 high, low, high, high, low, high, high, low, high on the other side, high, low, high. Very nice. Okay, so you have a scream of one-sided and two-handed from blue belt, and you have purple belt the 8 count, high, low, low, high, low, low, high, and you have the 12 count, high, low, 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 high, low, high, low, high, right? And let's say that, I mean, the nice part about Filipino martial arts is, again, you could be like, this is irrelevant for me, you could be in an elevator somewhere and I don't need a stick. Right? And nobody necessarily has to know what you're doing if you don't want them to, right? So I just got a rep of my 8 count. I just got a rep of my 12 count, and so on. Okay, so and like in the adult curriculum, I think I shared this with you recently, there's 6 different 12 angle numbering systems that you learn. And honestly, you learn those going from yellow to red belt. Black belt is more about light sparring and ceremony and stuff like that. Red belt's the second to last belt. Okay, put your staff away. I'm going to do the same. Okay, so we're going to spend some time working on the kicking from Thai boxing. Again, what I usually call like the baseball bat style kick, and you know, very important to understand this. Why do I call it that? Because when you swing a bat, you go all the way through, right? You're fully committing to that swing. It swings all the way through, and obviously you're trying to connect with the ball, have the ball go as far as possible so you can advance as many bases as possible. Well, that's a good, the swing part at least, visual, because in Thai boxing, again, the only thing that stops you from going all the way through is your target. Okay, so I was using this yesterday with your dad was training in the kickboxing session yesterday. I don't have a heavy bag, not right now. I just don't. Okay, and my apartment, this is the first time in my life I don't have a garage, I don't have a basement, and I don't have an outdoor space. And I'm not complaining. That's very typical of some New York City apartments, and I like my apartment. I'm just saying I don't have any of those things. And right now, I don't have a heavy bag in my living environment, and I don't have, well, the heavy bag is the main thing. Okay, so I'm not going to kick my chair, but I am going to use the chair to kind of demonstrate my point. And then you and I are going to work on a system so that you can practice your Thai style kicking in the air. And the only thing I'm going to say, that we're going to learn something that we in the World Thai Boxing Association, we call it the soccer kick. Okay, it's just kind of a nickname. Of course, we're not really playing soccer, but we call it the soccer kick. And the soccer kick is going to be like a placeholder for when you do a Thai style kick in the air. Now, here's what I'm going to say. The soccer kick by itself nobody ever feels really cool doing it, no matter how many years you've been in Thai boxing. But once we kind of have it down, what we're going to look at and be able to do with it today, I think you will find interesting. Okay, so we're going to invest a few minutes in learning the soccer kick, which by itself is not the greatest thing in the world, even though it's important. But then we're going to use it as like a building block to do some cool things a few minutes from now. Okay, so so just watch for now, and then I'll get you moving. So we've talked about this before. The rear kick in Thai boxing is always armed. It's always loaded, right? So because it's in the rear, it swings. I'm ready to go, right? And I have to, so watch this foot. I have to get up on the ball of my foot, get off my heel, and rotate into my target. Because again, the only thing that stops me, because it's a baseball bat swinging style kick, the only thing that stops me from going all the way through is the target, right? So if this is somebody's ribs or somebody's like the outside of their thigh, that's the only thing that stops me. Now, there's two ways to shadow box Thai style kicking. This is obvious. I'm using my little lazy boy here so that I have something to kick. That's not what I'm talking about. When we do it in the air, you can go all the way through, and then you have that car sock at the end. You'll see that like in MMA fights all the time. If somebody moves out of range, they'll do that, okay? The only problem with that is that every time you kick, you're doing a 360, and you're doing the car sock is that leg shield, and you're doing a car sock that wouldn't necessarily be there as far as whatever combination you're going through. Okay, so for example, your first 4 count is left kick, cross, hook, right kick. So if I do that with this methodology, cross, hook, right kick. Okay, I did 2 360s and I did 2 car socks that would not actually be there during the combination. You understand? Okay, so that's our dilemma, and that's why we have the soccer kick. The soccer kick is like a placeholder. When you're shadow kickboxing, it indicates, okay, I know that it would be a Thai style kick right here, but I'm not going to do the full on 360 with the car sock, because that's going to kind of take away from whatever concept I'm trying to review right now. Does that make sense to you? Okay, very good. So what we're going to do when we soccer kick, so here, stand up. And we're also going to start working on your hop kick today, okay? Because you have step and kick for the lead, but we'll get there in a few minutes. So what we do, and I'm going to give you all 3 options with your hands, and I'm going to let you choose, okay? So when you're kicking with the right, option number 1, you can drop your right hand and swing your left hand across your face. That's one option. And option number 2 is you can stick this right hand out. This is not a punch. It's not like simultaneously punching. Left hand covers here. Right hand just sticks out so that nobody can punch you. You're occupying this line. That's option number 2. Option number 3 is kind of what we do now, but I don't mind being honest. It's not my preference, because I'm used to number 2. I spent so many years working on number 2. So you start here and then you swing. You start, this is my right arm, and you swing into that position. So real quick, keep standing, but you know, so if I pick the first one, I'm going there, right? Dropping this, covering across my face. If I pick my second one, I'm going there. And if I pick the third one, I'm going there. The third one, the second one are very similar. It's just, it starts closed and then kind of swings into place as you do that, okay? All right, and so so take your kickstands. Okay, so, and again, I'm just gonna say it. I don't know anybody who feels like, man, this is a cool technique when they do the soccer kick. Remember what it's for. It's a placeholder. When I have an opponent or tie pads, I'm gonna fully like let it go and rotate into that kick. But right now I'm in the air, so I can't do that, okay? So all you're gonna do is that. Like you just swing your leg through and then that's it, and then try to drop back into the left lead. Just try a few reps, okay? I know that's, I know. If you're like, well, that's a weird motion, I know, okay? Like, and you can play with different setups, but just remember what that's for. Right now you're in the air, you don't have a target, you're using the soccer kick to acknowledge, okay, this would be a Thai style swinging kick, but I don't have anything physically to kick right now. Good. Okay. So whichever version of the hands you were playing with there, try to take that to the other side now. So now we're going to work on our lead. And now, what I was saying a minute ago, if the right or the rear leg is always armed, the left leg or the lead leg is always unarmed, and you have to arm it in Thai boxing, okay? So the way we start everybody, I had to start here too, even though it's telegraphic, is to step right and then kick left. Step right, kick left, okay? So that's the way we start everybody, is step right, kick left. And I'm doing the same, like, we call it soccer kick because if you imagine a soccer ball, you're just kind of sweeping your leg up. Yeah, that's it. It's a weird motion. I mean, I've been with the WTBA for 15 years now. It's just a strange motion because remember what it's for. It's not, you're not going to do that in a fight. It's a placeholder, okay? So you want to get comfortable stepping and kicking, and just one step right, and then soccer kick left. So take a few reps with that. You can go a little slower. Yeah, be careful. You don't need to go fast. I don't want you to fall over, okay? And if you're doing one, you're dropping your left hand and swinging your right hand across your face. 2 would be here. 3 would start here and then swing into that number 2 position. So just play with that, and I know. And if you have awkward reps, believe me, I understand. Okay, just kind of step and let that leg swing. There's no, yeah, you don't need to keep it up. Like, just swing it and drop it back down. That way you don't feel like you're having balance checks. And then at some point, it doesn't need to be right now. If your parents are in earshot, try to have somebody hold Thai pads for you. Not right now. No, it's okay. That's okay. Okay. So you get it, but I want you to understand what this is for. Okay. So you start playing with step and soccer kick. All right. And now let's move on to, all right. I mean, you need to see my feet. Okay, and I'm sorry for that. I don't have very pretty feet. Okay, all right. So we're here. I'm gonna go really heavy on my left foot. I'm so sorry, my right foot. Please excuse me, my right foot. My left foot is very light, is what I meant to say. Pardon me. Left foot is very light. But most of my weight is on my right foot. Okay. Now, the hop kick. This is a hard motion to break down, but I'll do it for you. What's happening is I'm setting all of my weight down on my left foot momentarily, which allows me to lead switch. And I want to start playing with, instead of a full-on step and kick, that hop into, yeah. Boom. If Dad's okay with it, don't kick him, but look at me. Okay, so I'm gonna go on this side, okay? Do the hop kick and just gently lay your shin. You're not gonna kick him, but you're gonna lay your shin either along the waist or on the outside of his thigh. And you should feel like that's stopping you from making a 360. Yep. Get up, Brendan, get off your heel on your right foot and pivot. You should be on the ball of your right foot. And remember, it's a baseball bat. That's that swing. That was nice, that last one. Let's try a few more reps, okay? And let's touch Dad's outer thigh, not kick him, because he's being a nice guy and letting you, practice on him. This is why a heavy bag is like the greatest thing on earth, because you can do this and you don't have to be careful and you can actually experience it. Take a few more reps, Brendan. That's good. Go a little slower. Work that hop, okay? Good. Pause for 1 second. Give me your attention back here. Okay, so not so much step, but I want you to think it's a little lead switch. It's you're quickly changing your lead, and you don't want your legs to go too wide. Yeah, very heavy on your right foot, and then you drop all your weight onto your left foot, and then you're momentarily in a right lead. Yeah, work that pivot. That's it. That's it. That swing that Dad is showing you. That's it. And work that, thigh. Boom. Good. Good. It's okay. Okay, time. Good. Thank you. Yeah, excellent. And Brendan, it's hard. It's hard. It's different, and it's hard because it's different. Okay. Like one summer, after the first time I trained with Ajahn Chai, there was another like Jeet Kune Do, Filipino Martial Arts school. They had Thai boxing, a little bit more WTBA style than my home academy. And so 2 days a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, I was a school teacher, so I did not get summer school that year, so I wasn't working during the summer. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I would drive down there. I would take 3 classes in the morning. I would go and get lunch, and then I would go back and take 3 or 4 more classes. So I'd take like 6 or 7 hours of class twice a week. Honestly, what I was really working on was my Thai kick. That's, I mean, just endless backgrounds, man. Like again, and hop kick all. And so what your dad, I mean, your audio obviously is muted, which is what we do. It's not a problem. But I could kind of tell what he was showing you is really good. It's not a pendulum. It's not like we pendulum in JKD. That's not really what it is. What it is you're swinging. Your body weight is swinging in. Like if you imagine, like this is the best visual I can give you, right? If this is your right foot, the ball of your right foot, and this is your left leg, you use that hop kick to stay in the same place, like you're not really advancing, but you're gonna swing into that kick. And it's hard because the right leg, you don't have to do that. The right leg is already in the back. It already has the distance for you to just swing through your target and explode into it with that shin. Whereas the left kick does not. The left kick has to be armed, and that's what we're working on. So understand the evolution. We start everybody step and kick so that you can really understand. And I know step and kick, you are definitely coming forward. I get that. Later, the hop kick, you're not really coming forward. You're just arming that and then in a better position to swing through. Okay, so I'm running a little bit close to where I want to cap this, just because I want a little bit of a break. But let's end on this. This is purple belt. This is the Thai Boxing Association 15 count. So hands up. Okay. All right. So left hand parry. Good. And you do that exactly the way you did it. Most common error is people like they drop it or they go all low. The punches, the cross is coming in and you just kill the line. That's beat one. Beat two, you tight cover on the hook. Okay. So those are the first two beats. 1, 2. That's it. Yeah. And that tight cover, you're just make a fist. You don't want any space whatsoever. You're just right here and you're going to absorb. I mean, that's because what this is that, I'm so sorry, they're starting with cross hook. Okay. That's it. All right. So you got, yeah. And the second beat, don't think of it as offensive. It's defensive. You're riding that hook. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, lead horizontal elbow. 4, right downward diagonal elbow. And 5, straight knee number 2. That's it. So 2 beats of defense. 1, 2, offense, 3, 4, 5. That's it. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Then 6, you're going to hop left kick. We're going to soccer kick it. I know. Cross, hook, straight knee number 2, right kick. Then your beat 11. They're coming in with a cross. You're going to stop it with your long teep. That's 11. That's so imagine as I come in, you hit me right there with that teep and you jam me. Okay, that's 11. 12. They throw the cross again. So you're going to slip to your left. Yeah, so the punch goes along the right side of your face. So you slip. So you slip on 12. Then you're going to hook, cross, right kick. That's it. Okay? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hop left, 6, 7, cross, 8, hook, 9, straight knee number 2, 10, right kick, 11, stop the cross with the foot jab, 12, slip the cross on the outside, 13, hook, 14, cross, 15, right kick. Okay, so we'll do this one time through the time. And again, I know I'm not delusional. I know I'm not physically there, but this way you get a sense of what this would actually look like. Okay, so, all right. So left lead. Okay, so you would parry this cross. Got it. Tight cover on this hook. That's it. You come back left elbow, right elbow. Okay. This is the feed. Just watch me real quickly. Yeah, you're correct, but it would go like this. So when you receive that, you slap this one down and you knee this tie pad. So that's beat 5. Good. Then you're going to hop left kick. Boom. Cross. Hook. Straight knee number 2 again, exactly the same way. Right kick right away. Good. Then I hold this here. When I go to hit you with a cross, you teep me. Go with your lead teep, though. Boom, right there. Then you slip this on the outside. Hook, cross, right kick. That's it. Okay, so that's, again, this is a purple belt thing. Anybody, I would probably start an argument here, but anybody who says, you know, well, the arts, like in MMA, they don't have any forms in them. That's a 2-person form with equipment. All right, and again, I acknowledge I'm not a ring fighter. But if you have any kind of sequence with equipment, that's a 2-person form, and it has its place. It has a lot of value. You can probably felt how those things coordinate with one another. All right, let's check out Chinese. Great job. Filipino, Thai, Indonesian, French and Dog Brothers, Japanese. Great job. All right, and for anybody watching, to formalize your training relationship with me, please go to stoopsomalc.com.